What's up, my friends? EZBOT here. Today we're going to do a short tutorial on live random resampling. This is basically the same method as a classic resampler track or a classic 4-bar looper resampler that you can do on the Octatrack, something I often talk about on my channel. It's just taken like 1 or 2 steps further. It's a cool thing to do, and you can do it live, so it's a lot of fun. I've shown it a couple times on streams, and right now I'm just going to do the official tutorial and get it out of the way, so anybody who has any questions, this should answer that. So let me show you what it sounds like first. What I have on the table is the Octatrack, a model cycles, and out of the picture is a 7U system of modular. And it sounds like this. So right now we have this all playing live running into the Octatrack. And I can hold track 7 and hit yes to arm a recorder. And this will now record our 4-bar loop. You can see the plus symbol going, it's recording. On track 6, it's actually sharing the recording buffer of track 7, so what's playing on track 7, or the recording that's in track 7, is also on track 6, but as you can see, as this little marker is flashing around, it's jumping around to a bunch of random positions there. And that's because I have it pre-sliced. What you want to do is hold function, hit AED, and go into your slices here, align to 0 crossings, hit yes again, create random locks, yes. I have it associated with a scene. So on scene 15, I can slide my fader over and we're gonna listen to this randomized version of this live music. Pretty cool. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so now I have a blank pattern here. What I'm going to do is we're just going to do this on one track. We're not going to go crazy here, but I am going to create a through track. So double press source, get a through track. I'm going to bring in my modular, bring in my model cycles, and give them plus 12 dB. And then I'm going to go over to track 7, and I'm going to make this a flex track. I'm going to turn slice on, and that's all you really have to adjust here. And then what we're going to do is move over to the amp section and bring the volume down to 0, bring your track level to 127, and you can leave the rest alone. Actually, we might want to give it just a little bit of a tack. That's just for the slices, because it may help later. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a scene. I'm going to use 16 just for this tutorial, and I'm going to lock the amp volume back at 0. And then I'm going to run to all these tracks and use the level and bring it to X minimum, so it's going to bring it to its lowest volume, which is 0. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my master track and make sure that's at 127. Make sure my through track's at 127 for the track level as well. So all of the volumes are at 127, meaning none of the volumes are going to get attenuated. What we hear is the actual volume of the instruments on the table. So now what I want to do is place down a bunch of trigs. I'm going to actually fill 4 bars with trigs. You can do whatever you want. In this regard, I recommend you experiment here. I'm going to go ahead and fill this whole thing up with triggers. And then I'm going to go into my record menu here, and I'm going to select my record length to 64. I don't want to record anything other than track 8, which is a master track. I'm going to place down a record trig, hold function, and turn it into a one-shot trig. The last thing that we have to set up is the recording buffer for track 7. So double press track 7 and go ahead and select recording buffer 7. Okay, ready to go. I'm going to hit play. And then I'm going to sample this, and then I'm going to fade over to this randomized resample. Okay, we're beginning our resample now. So right now, I'm going to hold function, hit AED, and this brings me right into our recording buffer here, the audio editor, and I'm going to select that I want it to create 64 slices because I placed down 64 steps. You don't have to do that. You could place down less steps. It works best when you space them out evenly, but you can do anything. This is the Octatrack. So I hit yes, align to 0 crossing, that is what I want. And now I hit yes one more time, and it would bring up this menu. It went straight to create random locks for me because I had already been there before and it remembered that. So now I hit yes. All right, and here's our resampled random resampled version of the music. And now you can do all sorts of cool stuff with this. And then you could also make an alternate scene. Let's copy this scene, place it here, and let's make this scene a pitched down version of it. Let's bring it down like a fifth. Oh, I really like that one. Wow, there's really just so much you can do. Anyway, I wanted this to be a short tutorial, a little bite-sized thing that you could up your game on your Octatrack. For those of you who already have the Octatrack and feel like you're an expert and you already knew this, why'd you watch this? You want to get this template, this delicious little template that I've made, you can join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/EZBOT. If you want to visit my website, ezbot.live. And please join the Discord. There's lots of elektron nerds in there that want to talk about modular and Octatracks and synthesis and all that good stuff. Come in there and share your opinions about everything and anything.